Previously on Coruscant Nights. His little hollow projector starts glowing, and you get sort of a pre-game show with somebody explaining that they're setting up a course for a pod race that's happening.
I've been there! I used to do those! I know him! I know him! That was my former owner! That's Spelljack! Gonk, do you see that? That's my former human! Well, not human. Elam! That's my former being.
We see an Ishitib with a Trandoshan and a Duros and what looks to be an assassin droid in the Ishitib. The Ishitib is looking at the projected footage from that cam droid that spotted the two of you leaving, and he says to the three people that he's with, "You three need to find those two droids. We can't have any loose ends here. You need to clean them up. You got that, Moose?" And the Duros sort of shuffles a little. "Yeah, I got it, boss." And he holds onto his arm, which we see as a mechanical arm.
Space.
Gonk looks further and deeper. He looks at the furthest thing he's ever seen in his not
You
life.
see his photoreceptor focus slowly.
What is space?
It's like really big, dark, cold freedom.
Freedom.
Yeah, and it's awesome.
I must be victorious. I cannot be defeated. All right, so the Duros leaves the shop and you see him lock the front door, and he turns around and starts walking away from you, but then he does sort of a double take and sees a really tall Gonk droid. "Hey, you two, hey, stop right there." And he starts running towards the two of you.
A challenger approaches.
Hi, my name is Snacks.
I think he's Gonk seems like he's prepping for battle, and so I'm just standing and waiting and ready.
Okay. He reaches into his pocket. He's walking quickly towards the two of you, and he pulls out a pair of restraining bolts and is walking quickly towards the two of you.
Oh, I know what those are. I don't like those. You can keep them.
You two stay right there. I'm gonna put these things on. Don't worry about them. You're just gonna come with me.
We cannot be restrained.
Yes, you can. And he reaches out to put a restraining bolt on Gonk the Annihilator.
Gonk's gonna have to throw this person.
Okay.
They approach and Gonk grabs them by their hands, which contain the restraining bolts, and he's gonna have to toss them. I'm hoping over the edge.
Okay, so it's gonna be your three brawl against two reds and a purple.
Okay.
And I'm gonna give you a setback because you don't actually have hands.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to... I want to take a boost because my motivation is freedom, and I want to upgrade one of my green brawl to a yellow.
You're flipping to upgrade.
Yeah.
You didn't just decide to upgrade.
I'm just gonna do that. I would like to upgrade my check all +1.
Just all.
Yeah, just all of them.
Yeah. Five yellows. It's
Wait.
fine. I'll just upgrade all your difficulty.
Wait. Your mic cut out for a second. So your difficulty you gave me was 2 red and a purple with a setback.
Yeah.
And my brawl is 3 green. I upgraded 1 to a yellow, and then I gave myself a boost.
Okay.
You actually have the advantage in this.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Did you get the despair?
No, I didn't. I got a success and a threat.
Yeah!
Okay, so the bandstand is definitely in the way of you throwing him off the edge of this.
Darn it.
But you can still toss him.
Can I toss him into the taxi driver and person that they were speaking with?
You got a success and how many threat?
1 threat.
You can toss him in that direction. I think your threat is that is just a little bit out of any good target is just a little bit out of reach.
And the taxi driver probably too. That's probably part of the threat.
Yeah.
Okay, so I toss this,
Hey, what are you doing?
I cannot be defeated.
and he tosses him a few feet in the air, hard enough that he skids on the ground for a few seconds after he hits it.
Great. How many successes did you get?
Just one.
One? Okay.
Does that technically count as a range heavy?
Should take some damage. That would hurt.
Yeah, so you would have done some damage. Okay.
Sweet. Yeah, I'm gonna. Well, okay. I wouldn't. Snacks wouldn't recognize this. I would. Snacks would. Snacks is gonna jump into the taxi and go to stick the cruiser keys in the ignition, and obviously it doesn't fit. It doesn't turn.
No, it's really big.
Yeah, and so he has a moment where he's like clink, clink, and he looks at it and doesn't, and then he looks at it and tries to figure out if he can hotwire it or something, and he's very bad at that.
Yeah, I don't think he can hotwire it.
But Gonk already took his turn, so he's gonna rip open the panel and see what he can do.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Let's make it a hard mechanics check.
Makes sense.
I don't know if I can give a boost to that. Probably not.
No way.
You
It's
did
a
it?
success and a threat.
Okay. How did you accidentally hotwire this thing?
That's
I guess not accidentally because you got it.
amazing. Yeah, that definitely will. That was a Hail Mary. So I think he rips open the panel and like is just boggled by all the wires in there. He's like,
I didn't even know there were this many wires in an engine.
he's just like, he has a minor like memory flashback to when you worked with the pod racers. And we see that Snacks was never actually like working on the engines or the power couplings or any of the mechanical or electrical stuff. He was just the really strong pit droid that carried stuff from place to place. Like anytime that they needed the Tabana gas to refuel, he would carry the canisters, or like, you know, on the fancier trips, if Spilljack didn't have anyone to carry his bags, he would carry the bags. And so he has no experience with any of this stuff, but he just like, we flash back to present day and he just reaches in and grabs two wires and like rips them out and then sticks them together. And it,
Oh, how about he sticks them together and they end up like coming in contact with his chassis, and a little spark comes off of him, sparks these two things, and the taxi roars.
I love
away.
that. Yes.
And I think with that little spark, you're gonna take a strain.
Yep, that makes sense.
All right, and then this Duros is gonna pick himself up, and how's Gonk the Annihilator feeling wounds wise?
Pretty good, actually.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
So I actually didn't mention it because I didn't think it was that important, but earlier when I gave myself that patch,
Yeah.
and we were just chatting or whatever, I was reading my talents, and I have the talent Machine Mender, which says that when I was healing myself, I was also able to gain one more wound for that patch. So right now I'm at 3 out of 15 wounds.
Okay. So I think Machine Mender is technically for if you're doing like a mechanics check, but I'll give it.
Okay. I think I confused myself because when I was doing that patch, I was like, I have to do a machines check, correct? Or a mechanics check.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a mechanics check, but that's fine. We'll give it to you. So this Duros picks himself up and closes the distance to Gonk the Annihilator. And you're not doing what he wants you to do. You're not doing what I want you to do. You're going to do what I want you to do. And he swings his metal hand back and is going to attempt to punch you with it. See how this goes. He's rolling 2 yellows and 2 greens against 2 purples. Anything with your light side points?
Dang, that's pretty good.
Yep.
I want to flip a point to upgrade one of his purples to a red.
I'll allow it.
How many are we at right now? 3. With that flip, it's 3 dark side?
Dark, 1
Okay.
light. Yeah.
Cool.
He got a success. So as he pulls his arm back, you hear some kind of like internal mechanism click and start whirring. And when his punch makes contact with Gonk the Annihilator, it hits and then something inside it sort of like clunks forward and hits even harder.
Gee.
That is 9 damage.
Wow.
Minus your soak.
Minus my soak?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now you stand still and let me put this restraining bolt on, or I'll give you another one.
Gonk's not very happy. He has freed his mind, freed his programming. He's still a broken robot. He is the product of the droid fighting ring that brought him into life. His mind exists only to exist for that purpose. That means that of course he still knows how to fight, but he kind of loathes everything that brought him into existence. And this person trying to take away his freedom is standing in the way of his future. Can Gonk retaliate?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't have a restraining bolt on.
I just wasn't sure if it was my turn because I don't think we really rolled initiative.
Yeah, we didn't, but we're going in order.
Love
Okay.
it.
Well, I want to attack this guy.
Okay.
Gonk wants to attack this guy with his fusion cutter,
Dang.
but I have a plan. I have a plan for it.
All right.
So,
Is that plan Sunder?
I don't remember what Sunder means, but probably
Sunder is damage an item.
yes, that is what I want
Okay.
to do. Okay. So we're engaged. So what's my difficulty?
It is 2.
Okay. I want to boost for the coded anguish and rage that goes through Gonk as he attacks.
If I give you a boost for that, then I have to give Meryl Katunka a boost on every single roll. So I'm going to say no.
Well, I only asked for this one, but okay. Okay.
She's like the Hulk. She's constantly angry and constantly asking boosts because she's angry.
Well, you train us to ask for boosts because
I mean,
most of the time you're
go
like
for the boost.
You're like, don't you want a boost? Convince me you can have one.
That's my secret cap.
Oh wait, you actually have to upgrade the difficulty. He's an adversary.
Oh no.
So it's a red and a purple.
All right. I hope I don't die.
Die on your own attack.
I cannot be defeated.
That's the spirit.
Okay, I got 3 successes.
Okay, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. What do you want to do?
I want to cut that mechanical arm off of his body.
Flip your light side point.
Okay.
What happens?
As he hits Gonk with that punch that resonates through Gonk's body, causing him pain, and Gonk thinks of his freedom being taken away, and also thinks of his mind and memories being taken away as he knows that they have before. He funnels his rage at this Duros, and his fusion cutter sparks to light. Grabbing his mechanical arm with his other hand, he slices this mechanical arm off of the Duros' body.
All right,
That's awesome.
that is happening. What is Snacks doing while that happens?
Man.
You can hear the sparks of this cutter as Gonk the Annihilator is doing something that you can't see to this guy.
Yeah, I was hoping that Gonk would jump in the taxi and we'd go, but man, we're getting violent again.
And I think I'm gonna flip a dark side over because the Keldor taxi driver sees that you are in his taxi and it has started and he's running towards you now. Hey, you, stop.
Oh no. Okay. Gosh. This is gonna be weird, but I want to, if I can do this sort of as part of the check, I want to turn the taxi towards the Keldor driver. And in neutral, rev the engine and flash the lights as if I'm going to run him over. I'm not going to, but I just want to scare him to stay back.
Okay, I think that'll be an easy piloting planetary, just so you know where the bits that you have to push are. So 1 purple.
Awesome. Oh no, it's a failure.
So you attempt to turn the speeder around and you start driving off. And you get about 20 feet before you realize how to brake. And yeah, so you're a little bit further away now.
No. Okay.
And the Duros metal arm clanks to the floor, and he looks up at Gonk, and I think he should make a fear check.
The Duros or Gonk?
The Duros.
Yeah, I think so.
How difficult do you think it should be?
Maybe a purple and a red.
Purple and a red, huh?
What do you think?
I was gonna go with 2 purples.
Oh. I was just hoping maybe he'd get a despair and would, like, run away.
Well, you tell us, Mark, how you'd feel if your arm got cut off. Mechanical or not.
His arm's been cut off once before.
Hey.
By a child.
Oh, man, that's dark.
Child with a lightsaber. Oh, he failed his fear check with 2 threats.
Oh, man.
Let's see. Do you still have him, like, you don't have him held, because you didn't roll for that.
Oh, okay.
Right?
No, but I did say that I had grabbed him.
Yeah, I think you grabbed him lightly, and
Okay.
it's pretty easy for him to break away.
Okay.
And he's gonna look up at you, towering over him with your creepy, spindly arms in the middle of the night, because it is night.
It's true.
And as his metal arm clanks to the ground, you hear him go, oh man, I don't get paid enough for this. And he runs past the Keldor and is heading down an alley.
I cannot be defeated.
Gonk, what are you doing? We gotta go.
I have retrieved you a metal arm.
And he picks up the metal arm.
Of course he does.
Excellent. Oh, we still have...
Yep, the Keldor is still running towards
Oh,
you.
man.
Hey, stop! That's my cab!
Is there... Can I flip a light side point and say in the glove box he has like a little holdout blaster that he keeps in there just in case like drunk passengers
he
get
does.
too rowdy?
He absolutely
Great.
does, yeah.
So Snacks is like, he sees him running towards the thing and he's like,
Oh no, we're screwed. We're screwed.
and he's like looking around and he's rummaging through the pockets and he finds in the glove compartment this little holdout blaster. He's like,
Oh, wonder what this does.
and he's gonna blast it essentially accidentally blast it. It's the guy. Hopefully it's set to stun. That's what I want. But I doubt the guy would carry the thing around without it on stun. But
Yeah. So you should roll
Okay.
that. And I think it'll be 2 purples.
Okay.
And are you trying to hit or trying to miss?
trying to miss.
Okay. I think you could have a boost for
Okay.
that. I think you could probably also have a setback because you have no idea how to use
Great.
these. But there's a lot more space that is not Keldor than there is space that is Keldor.
That's I think Yogi Berra said that once. You know, Yogi Berra, the great pod racer. Oh my god. 3 failures and an advantage.
Nice. Okay. So you only hit him in the feet. But you do hit him in the feet, and he is sort of taken off his feet and stumbles forward onto the ground.
Okay.
And he slides right in front of Gonk the Annihilator, who towers over him.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I was trying to not hit you.
We must take a taxi.
Do you
You
want
should
to?
stay here.
Oh, I was gonna say if he wants to come with us, that's fine. But I'll
Would
drive.
you like to come with us?
No, I don't want to come with you, but get out of my cab.
Getting out of the cab is not an option.
Gonk is gonna go move as fast as he can towards the cab that is kind of idling around.
Which is really slow. The Keldor is sort of like slapping his feet to wake him up, but he's not following you because his feet are asleep.
Great. I'll try to put her and go.
Okay, do it.
2?
2.
Okay. I love when almost every die turns up blank.
Yep.
Oh man, it makes me so frustrated.
Yep. Just a failure.
Just a failure.
As Gonk runs up, he is actually gonna push. Get a little bit of momentum before he jumps in.
Okay, cool. Roll an athletics check, and I think roll your athletics check. I've got an idea.
Okay. And what's the difficulty?
2.
Okay. And it is 1 success.
Okay, so you run up behind it and give it a little push. You hop into the back seat, and the back of the speeder starts dragging, and sparks come up. But it is moving slowly in a direction.
Excellent.
I think Snacks gets it going.
Okay.
Because you have to, right?
At some point.
Yeah.
He just doesn't know how to work stick shift.
No, and the dragging back end is not helping anybody. At some point, the license plate just comes off. But you're headed in the direction of the stadium where everything's starting.
Great.
Let's just do one more piloting planetary to get there.
Okay.
And I'm going to make it easy because there won't be anybody flying next to the track. But I'd also like to upgrade it.
Okay.
By flipping. Mostly just to give you a light side point back.
Okay. It's a success and 2 threats.
Okay. So it's a pretty easy drive. Like the Aqualish said, it was a fairly straight couple miles to the stadium. You know from experience that first stretch is usually straight and wide, so that they can get a little speed and get in order before things go wild. So you see the stadium in front of you, and your threat, as you start driving away, the camera pans to that alley that Duros ran down, and we see him on his comlink telling somebody the direction that you're heading.
Okay.
So before long, the starting line comes into view, and you hear the revving of pod racer engines. You see that pod racer you know, the Spilljack Express, along with a couple other ones that you are not familiar with. There's a really, really big red one. There's quad engine. There's one with only one engine. Yeah, there's probably about a dozen racers in this race.
I'm explaining the differences in each of those and what the strategy is in flying them to Gonk, but I'm like...
But that single engine one is absolutely ridiculous. I don't understand how you do that.
Ridiculous.
I'm imagining you're scraping along, and then there comes a point where you meet one of those big open air streets, and you're scraping, and then the back just dips down, the whole thing like falls, and then you slowly make your way back up.
Yes, absolutely.
And eventually you spot a place that you can take the speeder down.
Okay.
There are a ton of people around this area. People are very excited about this race happening. It's not often that pod races happen on Coruscant.
Yeah.
Typically Outer Rim, smaller places. There's a big projection of the Chancellor giving a speech to all the onlookers about the importance of galactic unity and all this stuff. And yeah, you're here.
Well, we found it. We did it.
Well done.
Same to you. This is awesome.
I'm enjoying this pod race.
Well,
There's
but
nothing's
it
happening.
hasn't. Okay, yeah, I'll take it.
Was there anything that the two of you did while you were on your way here?
Oh, you mean like heal some...
Like heal some wounds, attach a repulsor fist to one of you. I don't know.
Wow. Thanks for reminding us.
I definitely...
Use any of those extreme talents that Gonk the Annihilator has.
I definitely healed one strain from a discipline check.
Okay. All right.
I would have liked to use a patch.
Okay, that'll
Heal
heal
some
4.
wounds? Okay, so let me just go back to this talent that you said I maybe used incorrectly. It does say, when healing a droid or machine, target gains 1 wound for each rank.
It says, when making a mechanics check to help a character heal wounds, target heals 1 additional wound per rank of machine mender.
Okay, so I just paraphrased it in my notes incorrectly.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
So you could do a mechanics check on yourself if you wanted to.
So wait, you said I healed 4?
Yeah.
Because it heals 1 less than previously?
Yep.
Boy. Okay, that's okay. Gonk the Annihilator is quite handy at doing upgrades.
Yep.
And he did steal this prize, the Repulsor Fist.
Yep.
And I think Gonk offers it to his ally and friend Snacks if ally friend Snacks is interested.
Yeah, that would be cool.
This will work well with your unique fighting style.
That means I can hug even more powerfully.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna do I guess a mechanics check
Yep.
to see if I can help install this on Snacks.
Okay. While driving.
I mean,
You're not driving. Snacks is driving with one hand, that's all.
sure, that does not seem unusual at all. This tracks with what's happened so far.
Maybe this is why he only has one rank.
Okay. Roll a... I think we should do average with a setback for a moving vehicle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, my gearhead talent will remove the setback.
Nice.
Okay.
And you said machines check?
Yeah, mechanics.
Average?
Did I say average? Let's make it hard.
Probably.
We've got 2 light side points right now, right? Do we want to upgrade one?
I think we should, because I really want this to happen.
Same.
Okay. Do it.
Okay. So we're going to upgrade the green, one of my greens to a yellow.
Cool.
All right. So
Can't tell if that was good or bad.
it was good.
Okay.
We got, let's see, 4 successes
Okay.
and a threat. Can I use my design flaw talent that says add an advantage to rolls against droids?
Let me look up what it actually non-paraphrased says.
You're gonna have to do some.
It is a combat check, so no.
Yeah, it's against, and I'm not doing it against you. Anyway, we got 4 successes with 1 threat.
Okay. So, Snacks now has a very large 5-fingered hand. When you punch with it, it does 8 damage. It has a critical of 3, concussive 1, and slow firing 2.
Oh my gosh. Oh man. 8 damage, critical of 3, slow firing 2,
Yep.
and concussive
Yep.
1. Okay. Giant punching. Awesome. He flexes it and like compares it to his other pincher hand. Whoa.
Oh, this is so... I look like those...
I don't know what they'd be called in Star Wars, but
I look like those space crabs that are on Moncala. I've seen hollows of those.
Very impressive.
Good work.
and then he realizes that neither of his hands are on the wheel and he puts them back on. Sweet. So we pull up to the stadium, and there wasn't anything I wanted to do except for go say hi to Spilljack.
Just watch the pod race.
Yeah, and watch
Just
the race.
Enjoy it.
Enjoy freedom. Mm-hmm. So maybe we pull up to the stadium and sparks and all, and I think as we stop, the bumper drops off of the taxi. Finally,
Yep.
like it's been hanging on this whole time, and then we settle down and it just goes Gonk.
Perfect.
Can I say too that somebody walks up to the taxi and goes, "Excuse me, would you give me a ride to such and such place?" And
I think it's, excuse me, would you be able to give me a ride to New Mandalore?
Oh, well, we're here to watch the pod race, but you can just take it.
Oh,
Here, take a taxi.
okay. And he just gets in and slumps.
just falls asleep on the wheel.
Yep.
His system must be under a lot of strain.
All right, so you are in a busy area now. You see the steps to the stadium. It's big and glass, and it's got a big dome. There are more bandstands with people sitting in them. There are some big hovering platforms up in the sky that people are watching from. And as you park, in air quotes, the taxi, the engines of the pods give one final big rev, and you see them take off.
Woohoo!
Woohoo. And I'll flip a dark side point over, because out of the crowd materializes a Trandoshan who looks mean and who you've definitely seen in the arena before.
Is it Trask?
No.
Oh, thank God. Okay, I was like not prepared to have a conversation with myself.
Have a fight with yourself?
Yeah, that too.
No, this is his name. If you need to know, his name is Rex.
We would probably know that, right?
You would
well,
probably.
I guess
yeah, it's
I
important.
wouldn't, but
Hi!
Yeah, Gonk might. And you see Rex shake his head, reach in his pocket with one of his long gorilla arms, and pull out a pair of restraining bolts.
No, we already said no to those. Thank you.
The Challenger approaches.
I hope not.
You two had better put the restraining bolts on this time.
Gonk, what do we do with people who want to restrain us?
My protocol dictates I must be victorious, and I cannot be defeated.
Exactly what he said.
And Snacks strikes a Superman pose.
I would like a 3 purple vigilance check from the both of you.
Okay. Vigilance.
Oh, my vigilance is so bad. This is not going to go well. I only got 1 threat.
I got 2 advantages.
I am going to offer you those advantages as boosts on your cool check for the combat that's probably going to happen right now.
And I will accept them.
So will I take a threat to my cool check?
No.
Cool check. Cool check. 2 advantages.
Uh-huh.
Same.
Great. All right, so Rex is going to close the distance first with Snacks. And I think we started at enough distance that closing the distance is his entire turn. He doesn't see Snacks as a threat, so he's just going to get up close and personal with Snacks.
Rookie mistake. Well, if he's right in front of me, I'm gonna take a swing, I think, with my brand new hand. What is slow firing?
Every 3rd turn. That's only when you can use it.
Okay. So it takes 2 rounds to prepare? Or 2 turns?
Yep.
Okay.
He doesn't notice your repulsor fist.
Excellent. And I am an upgrade with my frenzied attack.
Great.
What a preposterous. Oh my. Okay. Wow. So this is 1 success and 6 advantages. Excuse me.
Oh, advantage. Jeez. Okay.
So I can crit twice.
You could.
I think I might.
Okay.
Yeah. So
you said 1 success.
1 success.
So that's 9 total.
Yep.
Okay. You have your D10s.
I do. All right. Oh boy. First one is 82.
Okay. Let me go grab my sheet.
Okay. That is a heck of a start.
He seems like this guy might be kind of dead.
Oh man.
It's just the feeling I get.
Just my professional opinion.
He's definitely winded. And the second one?
Next one is 39.
So
49, yep.
Head ringer. Increase the difficulty of intellect and cunning checks, which I don't think he's going to be making any of those. Okay.
This guy already had a head ringer, am I right?
Yeah, he was born with a head ringer. Okay. So what did that look like?
So yeah, if he's just sort of like striding up to, I mean, is he about to go for Gonk and sort of like walk past?
Yeah, I think he walked. No, he walks up to Snacks and sort of bends like Princess Leia bending over to R2D2.
Great. And Snacks, yeah, and Snacks just sort of like, he hasn't moved, he's just looking up at him with his photoreceptor. And then all of a sudden the hand just sort of auto activates and just swings up like a rabbit, like rocket punch straight in the, like full uppercut right to the dome. And Snacks then just looks up at the fist and goes,
Oh, that was cool.
All right, Gonk the Annihilator.
So this Trandoshan flies like up in the air off of the ground. Is this right? And lands on his back?
No, not quite.
Okay.
He gets hit and sort of dizzily stumbles backward a little bit.
Gonk the Annihilator is going to switch goo gun canisters.
Yeah, that's your maneuver.
And so my maneuver happens. There's a top and bottom canister. The top and bottom rotate and switch place. The top is now in the firing position. He's going to arc a stream of kind of brownish gray goo onto this Trandoshan.
Okay. So you are probably at the distance where it would be a single difficulty, but since Snacks is engaged, it's going to be a red instead of a purple.
Okay. This is one of the smallest rolls that I have done. 3 die in total. And I got 3 successes with a 3.
Okay. So many red dice in this game.
I know. No
No
despairs.
despairs. Okay. Tell me again. 3 successes.
Damage 5.
And what were the other results?
1 threat.
Okay. So it's not going to trigger any of the things, but you hit him with some brown goo.
And it slows him down a bit. I know I didn't get any advantages, but he is like struggling to move normally right now.
Oh no, he so you fire this brown goo at him, and you like cover the lower half of his body, and a bunch gets on the ground too. Mm-hmm. And he tries to take a step back and slips and knocks his head on the ground, and he's passed out.
Whoa! What was that?
I was attempting to ensnare him.
Whoa, cool. I didn't know you could do that. What other kinds of goo do you have in there?
Just the 2 kinds.
Fun. We should find more goo to put in there.
That would be fun.
I like that Gonk is starting to like enjoy things. This is my favorite arc of this episode so far.
And then out of nowhere, a second person runs up to, this is your vigilance check earlier that you both failed.
Oh no.
Runs up behind Snacks, who just punched out their compatriot, and hits you with their force spike.
Oh man.
For 10 damage, ignoring 2 soak.
Jeez. Okay.
And they're going to do a crit.
Whew. Oh boy.
It's a 51, which is a fearsome wound.
Oof.
Increased difficulty on all presence and willpower.
No.
No, not your presence. So yeah, you are hit with this force spike. Probably the force of the run at you. It was just as damaging as the force of the actual weapon. And standing over you is a 6-foot-tall assassin droid. It sort of spins its weapon. It like rotates its entire hand and then points it at Gonk the Annihilator.
We don't like this. We don't want to fight anymore. We're just here to watch the race.
It speaks at you in a series of buzzes and whirs.
I find the way that you're talking offensive. Not how you're speaking, but the words you're using. That's rude to us. So back off.
And I think he's gonna, I guess Snacks will make a hug check.
I think you need a hug.
I'm gonna upgrade twice. I'm gonna take 2 strain with frenzied attack. 1 success and 3 threats. Or sorry, 3 advantages. Excuse me.
Okay.
So used to generating successes and threats simultaneously. 1 success, 3 advantages.
So will 3 do anything for you?
No, it won't.
Okay.
Also, I guess also, sorry, I did have, with the charge suit, if they attacked melee, there were no threats or anything? Okay,
Nope.
cool.
Just good
Excellent.
stuff. So what's the damage there?
That is going to be 5.
5. Okay. Your attack doesn't get through a soak. What does it look like?
So this is, I think, emboldened by his like straight to the dome punch on the Trandoshan. Even despite getting his chassis punctured by this force pike, Snacks is like going to like sort of get into a runner's crouch and sprint towards the assassin droid and leap up and try to grab around his middle and squeeze really tight. Not wrestle him down to the ground, but try to like actually crush it. And so he latches on. So that's I want to spend those advantages on to like tying him.
You're on him. He's probably not going to be able to attack you next turn. Okay.
Cool.
And Gonk.
This is tough. Gonk is scanning.
Do a perception check.
Okay.
1 purple.
Okay. Failure.
Okay. Never mind. Okay, do whatever you want to do.
Run away. No.
Gonk thinks to himself.
The challenger approaches.
He's learned not to say it out loud every time.
Gives people the wrong idea.
He's realized that this announces his presence, and he's calculated that is not the
It's not the most efficient.
That is not the most efficient way to approach Challenger. He thinks to himself,
I must be victorious. I cannot be defeated.
and he approaches slowly and cautiously. he cannot get a good idea of how to best. He is having difficulty finding a design flaw, but his friend and ally Snacks is in danger and he needs to defend the two of them. So he's going to try to attack with his fusion cutter.
Okay. All right, so you close the distance, and you are going to do your fusion cutter roll.
Okay. And what's the difficulty?
2 purples. I really feel like I should flip Dark Side to make it a red and a purple.
Well,
sorry, Snacks.
To?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay. You want to see if I cut Snacks' arm back off?
Maybe.
Okay, I did not. Great. I did not get a despair.
Okay. You did not hit Snacks.
I got 2 successes with threat, and one of my successes is a triumph.
Of course it is. So, tell me your damage again is 5.
It is 5 plus
5
3
plus 3 plus your successes,
which is 2.
Okay, that hurt this droid pretty bad, but he's still standing. What did it look like? Did you say you got a triumph too?
I did get a triumph.
Okay, what do you want to do with that?
Sunder their weapon.
Do you want to hit their force pike or the blaster that's built into its wrist?
I think so. I also have breach.
Breach is for armor.
Okay, so I think that Snacks is on this dude, hugging, crushing, and Gonk the Annihilator is searching for a weak spot, is close enough. And I guess I also got an advantage actually. So cancel the threat. I just got 2 success and triumph. Okay. And goes in with his fusion cutter and just tries to approach with the same design flaw he attacked that droid with earlier when he cut him in 2. And as he slices down on this assassin droid, he cuts his force pike in 2 on the way down.
Okay.
And that weapon is gone.
Well, I don't know if it
or
is.
it's at least in two pieces.
Yeah, I think you have to damage it a couple times.
Okay, I think you're right.
Yeah,
that seems to make sense.
But it can be cut in 2, and now he has 2.
Oh, that seems worse, I guess.
Wait, that doesn't feel like an advantage at all.
Force pike is like a worm, you guys. I don't know if you know this about force pikes, but if you cut one in half, then you have 2 force pikes.
Oh, it's like wishing for wishes.
Yeah.
I wish for more wish buttons.
I wish for one more wish. Well, the assassin droid didn't like that.
Okay.
He is going to sort of take a knee, spin his torso around, aim his integral wrist blaster at Gonk the Annihilator, and we'll see what happens. I want you to know that this assassin droid is the best roller of this game.
Oh no.
So he aims his blaster at Gonk, 9 damage, and a crit.
Oh no. Okay.
You know what? We're not going to do a crit. Let's be more creative. So 9 damage, and then at this point the pods are racing, and they complete their first circuit. As they fly overhead, I think Gonk the Annihilator might be startled and is going to, with the shock of the blaster bolt and the movement overhead, you're going to fall backwards. Your awkward trash can body just like surprised and falling on the ground.
Okay.
So it's going to take your maneuver to get back up.
Okay. We're in rough shape, I think.
Yeah. Things aren't looking so good. So it's top of the order again?
Yep.
All right. I'm just going to go for another brawl
You
here.
have 3 light side points. There are things other than upgrades that you could do.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a fantastic idea, actually. I didn't even thinking creatively. Can I roll for character purpose, an out of turn perception to see if Snacks witness that? Because I know what
That's why I suggested Gonk roll a perception the last round.
Average, easy.
Average.
Yeah. Yep. 2 successes.
So you notice that with Rex laying there on the ground, unconscious, 2 restraining bolts have rolled out of his hand.
Yep. And I'm gonna. So could I do use destiny points for like an extra maneuver or something? No. Okay.
But you could do maybe an athletics check.
Okay.
I feel like that would cover
Yeah.
jumping off of this guy, grabbing one, and jumping back on
Okay,
him.
cool. I like that.
Let's do average.
Okay. 2 successes, a threat, and a triumph.
What
So
happens?
yeah, he as this assassin droid is blasting at Gonk, and the pods are swinging over, and the torso's spinning, and Snacks is still hanging on. He spins around, and when it stops, his photoreceptor focuses in on Rex and see the restraining bolt. His photoreceptor gets real wide and dilates, and he's like,
I've got it.
and he just like sort of like free falls backwards off of the droid and like tucks into his little compact form and rolls and sort of like rolls on end like a little
plate.
saucer.
Yeah.
Over to Rex, pops back out, grabs the thing, and springs back grabs the restraining bolt, springs back onto the assassin, and slaps it on top of its head.
And the assassin droid slowly, so he was crouching, aiming his blaster at Gonk, and he slowly raises to full height, puts the blaster down, and just sort of leans forward a little bit, docile.
Whew! Holy buckets! No, sorry, that's in character.
Holy buckets.
And the crowd goes wild as the racers pass.
Can I use the triumph to say that there's a pod racer that was left and we get in it? No, I'm kidding. That would be amazing. But, God, if only I'd rolled 3 more triumphs. Yeah, cool.
We did it, Gonk. Again. We keep having to do it. I don't like having to do it.
Once again, your abilities are unmatched. Well done.
I wouldn't have been able to if you hadn't taken some of the pressure off.
We must be victorious and we cannot be defeated.
That's so far what the results seem to say.
Pod race?
Pod race.
And I think the triumph that I want to spend is there's actually 2 open seats, and like there are 2 open seats that happen to have been vacated, and and we squeeze into them and sit and watch.
Yeah, there's a second person passed out in that taxi cab now. You've got the perfect view of the pit stop, which is just great
Yes.
for Snacks.
My favorite part.
You see Spilljack pull up the Spilljack Express and come in for some quick repairs before heading out for the final lap. Yeah, before you know it, pod races are fast. Those pods themselves are fast, and the race is over before you know it. So the race ends, and the racers hop out of their pods, and there's a lot of congratulations, and there's a big trophy, and somebody puts a wreath on one of the pod racers. Yeah, and you see Spilljack. He's talking to his pit droids and patting him on the head, and he's got a little team of people that helps him out too.
Are they nearby where we could go up to them?
I think they're probably pretty close, and a lot of the people in the stands have sort of poured out into the racing area now that the race is over
Okay.
too.
Do you wanna meet Spilljack?
Can we?
Yeah.
Yes. Affirmative, yes.
Yeah, awesome. I know him. He'll be able to.
That sounds agreeable.
Excellent.
So yeah, we hop over the side and go up, and I say,
Spilljack!
He breaks away from signing some autographs and looks down at you and tilts his head and squints his eyes and clicks in his native tongue.
Yeah, it's me. It's 5N4K5. You left me at one of the last races on Tatooine. I just figured you didn't need me anymore.
You find out from him that he thought you'd gotten lost. You didn't know he left
I
you
must
behind.
have. I don't know. I guess I don't really remember where I got off to be honest.
Well, you're welcome back on the crew.
and Snacks sort of like looks down and shuffles his feet and sort of like looks up at Gonk, and he goes, well,
Maybe I'll try freedom for a while. That seems.
He clicks at you and all right, enjoy your freedom. It's a big galaxy.
So what do you say, Gonk? Freedom?
Freedom. That's right.
I don't know what Gonk doesn't know what to do.
Gonk wants to go to space.
So
So space?
Yeah, we can do space next. We've gotten pod races done. Now space. I don't know how to fly in space, so that'll be a new experience.
Oh, your skills will be unmatched.
And you too. As long as you
believe
can
in you.
shoot acid in space, I don't know how it works.
All who oppose me.
No, Gonk, all who oppose us will. Whatever it is that you were gonna say.
We must be victorious. We cannot be defeated.
We cannot be defeated.
Space it is.
Please ask Spilljack how to get to space.
Oh, wait, yeah, that's a good point. Spilljack, how do we get to space?
Spilljack clicks at you. Just take a ship.
Oh, we just take a ship.
All right, let's find a ship and take it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a fantastic
Oh,
setup
boy.
there.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Coruscant Nights.
Coruscant Nights is a production of Nightcast Creative.
For more information on this and our other projects, visit nightcastcreative.com.
Thanks to Doug and Joe for playing on these episodes. Make sure to check out Doug's art at voidboy.art and check out Joe's podcast, New Republic Radio.
If you're loving Coruscant Nights, be sure to leave us a review on your favorite podcatcher and visit us on Patreon at patreon.com/Coruscant Nights.
It's hard to believe, but our 100th episode is coming up next month. To celebrate, we'll be giving away some fun stuff to some great fans. All you have to do is answer some questions. We'll be doing a trivia contest through our Discord server. Every day for the month of October, I'll be picking a question about the people, places, and things in our little corner of Coruscant. One right answer means one entry into our big raffle at the end of the month. Some questions will be easy, others hard. Check out the show notes for a link to the Discord, where you can find the full rules and a peek at the prizes.